It feels strange to talk about return to work in 2024, but there's a lot of organizations mandating the time you spend in the physical office. Nike is an example. In Australia, most of the big four banks have now mandated a certain percentage of time at the office. And it brings up, well, how do we bring people back to the office, or how do we bring them to the office in the first place? I think the answer is really the same as been before COVID and before lockdowns, is that you should always have incentives to be in the office. Firstly, it's the incentive of seeing your colleagues, and there's just natural incentives of productivity, collaboration. But then there's more deliberate incentives. I've seen examples of workplace incentives that gives you more leave time based on how much time you spend at the office. And that's something at PlaceOS we could track that automatically and assign that metric to your HR system automatically. So we could look at your swipe card data from the building access control system. We could look at your movements throughout the building through the Wi-Fi or any other location service that we have access to, and then work out the total time you've spent that week or that month at the office, and then put that into the incentive program in your HR system to give you more time off. The other ways we can incentivize is by bringing the community of the precinct into a workplace experience. So our client many years ago, PwC Singapore, put a workplace wallet into their application, and that allows you to incentivize the retail around the workplace. The retailers love it because they get exposure to 2,000 or 3,000 employees, and then the employees like it because they can get discounts and direct transactional discounts from the retailers around them. Many organizations already have HR incentive programs with retail partners. But if you can actually link it to make it discoverable, give people points and credit and based on conditions and behaviors you're trying to encourage, such as being in the office, maybe for every minute in the office, you can get a point. And those points you can spend on discounts or maybe 100% spend on coffee or purchases in the internal cafe that can be subsidized by the organization. So there's many ways to incentivize the workplace. It doesn't have to be about return to work. It should just be about your workplace experience. How do I make this experience the best it can be? Incentives play a role, and we can try to automate as much as possible. So it's not just a separate program on the side no one knows about. It can be discoverable. It can be something you can integrate with third-party systems and automate across multiple systems and tie into things like access control.